I know Chiggs is in here recording. So.
No Chid Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
so you know Chid gonna have everything up there.
Whatever you say, Chid's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
Aw, man, J. Cole, just that fast you just erase yourself from history. And please, to all you J. Cole fans and all you Dreamville fans, you guys have literally nobody to be mad at but J. Cole. I see you guys copping please and typing away in damn near every video. Stop it. Get some help. If this was any other big artist, you guys would not be sparing them. I think this was one of the funniest coping mechanisms I've ever seen from a J. Cole fan. Somebody on Reddit said, yo guys, the apology is fake. As we all know, Cole's upcoming album is called The Fall Off, right? So right now, he's playing a character. He's pretending to fall off. Duh, you guys. It's all just a character for the upcoming album. It's like method acting. Basically, he's a character who falls off to match the album name. Basically pretending to be a weak pushover rapper who falls off. Then when the album drops, we get the real Cole. Oh my gosh. Now, so far, we've gotten responses from some older artists regarding this J. Cole apology. 50 Cent has weighed in on this. Styles P has also weighed in on this. The main person that everybody wanted to hear from is Joe. On the previous podcast, Joe predicted that Cole was going soft for a reason. And days later, we get the J. Cole apology. Now, you can tell Joe was definitely sad about the apology. Normally, he starts off the podcast with some music. This time, he literally gets into it. And not only was he sad, but he was also disappointed in Cole as well. And I think a lot of fans share the same sentiment. Now, if you guys have not listened to it yet, please go to Spotify or anywhere you guys consume podcasts. Go listen to the newest episode 715, True and Impossible. But here's some of Joe's reaction regarding J. Cole's apology.
Dad, I don't even remember a sadder time in hip hop. Are you fucking shitting me? The apology heard across the world. What are you talking about? How y'all thought I was supposed to feel?
It was nasty, man.
A 10-year build-up for the catfish. Y'all don't understand.
That's a long time.
Think about what's really going on. We're gonna start soon, man. I didn't want to.
I
didn't want to start with a heavy heart.
Listen, everybody out there heart is heavy right now, bro.
But that's what I'm saying to some of y'all about when it's beef time. Y'all be talking about brand. I be talking about man, the person, the human. Some of this beef shit comes with who's willing to risk the relationship. Who's willing to say, fuck it. However you feel, you just feel about it. Hey, we'll mend it later. All this buddy. Like, I am sad because just the competitive spirit of the thing. It's like, oh man, you told me all this time you was ready for this, you wanted this, you was looking for the nigga in the daytime with a flashlight. You the best. Keep comparing me to these niggas. It's a facade. They not who they say. You tell me all this and then you do that. Ugh. I said last pod, anybody that wants to bow out of this thing, please feel free to.
Facts.
Because this is not for the weak-hearted. It's not. It comes with a lot more than 1,000 phone calls. Like, if you're not ready to move in a different capacity, if you're not ready to speak in a different capacity, like I said earlier, risk some relationships, if you're not ready to see niggas that you thought was friendly turn unfriendly, this is before you get to anybody laying a bar. Your lifestyle has to change. I know that because I beefed with all of the people you're not supposed to beef with. I've done this with gang members. I've done this with the toughest of tough. I've done this with boroughs. I've done this with niggas that was lyrically ill, the best of the best. I've done this with the worst of the worst.
Execs.
Yeah, I've done this with execs. I beefed with my kid on wax. I've taken the hits, the threats, the punches, the lumps, and I'm still here to speak about it.
Yes, sir.
Like, what a bold, mature move for hip hop, right? Very rarely do we see these types of mature moves. So I want to highlight that. Like, if it didn't sit right with his soul and his heart and his spirit, and if you wasn't up for the task, I'm not with the cosplaying.
Salute.
Cosplaying is over now. Be who the fuck you niggas are. So if that's who he is, which many people suspected that that's who he is, or who he was, which is why we thought he should stop barking up certain fucking trees because they may fall. And then when they fall, you get up there and do this at your festival with your fans and your people. That one move. Now I got to think of the position that you put everybody in. Because I'm hearing nobody even knew about that final track on your project. Not a soul. Top secret. That's interesting to me. This is unacceptable.
That's why I don't like
This is unacceptable.
By the way.
This is totally unacceptable for me. And I told y'all dudes that when these niggas get out there on stage frolicking, acting like they bestest of buddies. These niggas get on these stages and say anything. There's way too many clips going around of him saying that same speech to Drake about him being the greatest that he says to Kendrick about him being the greatest. Where do you truly stand? I don't want to hear no more about that record. I don't want to talk about it. He didn't mean it. It sounded like he didn't mean it. His voice was trembling like he didn't mean it. His choice of words as one of the greatest lyricists says he didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. I don't want to hear about that shit no more. Because oddly enough, what you did now is make the Like That record sound harder again for another fucking week.
You definitely did.
That verse that y'all keep telling me Kendrick didn't do much on, every week that passes with y'all's new behavior, that song sounds harder. I don't want to hear about that J. Cole record again. I don't. Not from nobody. And boy, you J. Cole fans in that community were hurtful. Boy, y'all were hurtful. I don't want to hear a fucking peep out of Earthstone Twitter. J. Cole bowed out. Nigga, move, bitch, get out the way, in the great words of Ludacris. Not calling J. Cole a bitch, but it's time to go. Take your Earthstones. Take your fucking, what else them niggas be wearing? Your necklaces.
Rose quartz.
Your fucking
Dream catchers.
Yeah, take all of that shit.
Tapestries. Go sit in the tapestry room.
Yeah, take
Backpack.
all of that shit. Your fucking black soap.
Your
Go
back-
lay some Nog Champa
Shea
somewhere.
butter.
Take your incense
Your macrame.
and go. Go. No more big three. No more I'm the best. I dare one of these niggas to say something. That was the war part that I used to speak that I was speaking about all of these podcasts leading up to here that y'all discredited and dismissed. I don't know how he did such a 180 so quickly. But yes, to the people out there asking, losing in this fashion, does it discredit his standing on the list? You fucking right it does.
Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
You are fucking right it does. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Now all that shit got to get called under the microscope.
Now here's where things get interesting. Joe goes on to say that he has insider information from both camps that both Kendrick and Drake have gone into the booth and have a diss song ready for each other. Here's what he said.
But I think that the insiders know, actually I have it on good information. I have it on good information that both sides went in the booth and came out.
They ready.
And what I'm hearing about both sides is that it's nuclear. It's up. I'm hearing this from people that can rap. So I want to come in here and say that speculation time is over.
Now this part is always interesting to me when artists use media to get their information across. We've seen Drake get his information through academics, and now it seems like both camps are playing chess. They know if they tell Joe something, he's gonna come on the podcast and say it. So this could all be a tactic that each camp is using to get somebody to jump out there early. Anytime Joe gets information from somebody's camp, he usually asks them, hey, can I say this on my podcast? So for him to confidently come on and let this information out, I feel like this is all strategic. But make sure you guys go listen to the full podcast. Tell what you guys think about what Joe said. And do you guys think we're getting a diss record on Friday? Post your comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.
Hey guys, shop with my boy Chick Smooth at chicksmooth.shop.